tried to control your anger and ended up either exploding or suppressing it completely? Most people believe there are only two options: either express anger and hurt others, or suppress anger and hurt yourself. But what if there is a third way, showing your anger without becoming angry? Welcome to Inner Quest Healing Talks, Conversations for Stress to Bliss. I am your host, Ravindra Murthy. Today, we are going to talk about something very important: anger. Not how to suppress it, nor how to eliminate it, but how to use it wisely. Let's start with a simple truth. Anger is not the real problem. Unconscious anger is the real problem. Yes, even I used to get angry at workplace whenever things did not go as planned in my team. I used to get upset, frustrated, and I used to suppress my anger. Very rarely I used to react at office, and very often I used to react at home. I used to carry that anger and react at home. One day at my workplace, there was a deadline for our project, and one of my colleagues pushed the code without proper testing, knowing that there was a bug. That release reached customer, and a serious bug was identified, and the whole team was let down because of that. I knew it was a mistake from my team member, and I was upset and frustrated. I got angry with my colleague and decided not to react to my colleague and kept silent. All through the day, that incident kept on lingering in my mind, and it was draining all my energy. Later in the evening, my manager noticed that something was wrong with me and asked me the reason why I was so disturbed. I narrated what happened, and at that moment, he made me realize one important thing. He said to me, "Ravi, show your anger, but don't get angry." At first, I did not understand what he meant. Later, he explained the difference that helped me a lot. Today, I am sharing my understanding of what is the difference between showing your anger and not getting angry. Yes, there are two ways anger shows up in our lives. One is becoming angry. You react immediately, your voice becomes loud, words becomes harsh, and you lose control, and later you regret. The second type is showing your anger. In this case, you are aware, you're in control, you express firmly, but you don't lose yourself. Same emotion, different expression. Let me share a simple story to understand this even better. There was a snake living in a temple, and whenever people came near it, the snake would get angry and chase them to bite them, and people became scared, and they even started thinking about removing that snake from the temple. One day, a sage came and advised the snake, "Don't get angry, be calm. What you get by harming people?" And the snake obliged, and after that, it stopped reacting. It became completely silent. Now, something unexpected happened. People noticed that the snake was no longer reacting. They started throwing stones at it. They started hurting it, and the snake did nothing because it had promised the sage that it will not take any reaction. Days passed. The snake became weak, injured, and almost in a dying state. And one fine day, the same sage came back to the temple and saw the snake in a terrible condition. And he asked, "What happened to you?" And the snake replied, "You told me not to get angry, so I stayed silent. I didn't react even when people hurted me." The sage smiled and said something very powerful. "I told you not to bite, but I never told you not to raise your hood. You don't have to harm others, but you must show your strength when needed." And after that, the snake changed its behavior. It remained calm, but whenever someone tried to hurt it, it raised its hood. And that was enough. People stayed away and snake was safe. So, this story beautifully explains our life. Biting is like becoming angry. Staying silent is like suppressing anger. Raising the hood is showing your anger. So, you might ask me, "Ravi, why showing your anger is necessary?" Let me tell you. If you suppress anger, it builds inside and it becomes frustration, it hurts you. On the other hand, if you become angry, you begin to hurt others. You damage relationships. However, when you show anger, you protect yourself, you set boundaries, and you maintain respect. Here is another example. Let's say your colleague delays some work at your workplace. One reaction could be you become angry and just tell you're always irresponsible. So that way you hurt that other person. The second option could be suppressing that and not saying anything and saying, "Okay, it's okay." So on the outside you say okay, but inside you get frustrated, and that is suppressing. And the third option, what I recommend, is showing your anger. Yes, you can say, "I am depending on this work. This delay is affecting me, so let's fix it." This is a more constructive way to handle the situation when you are becoming angry or when anger is raising. That's what raising your hood is all about. So, let me share a simple technique. Whenever anger raises, pause and ask, "Am I in control of the anger, or anger is in control of me?" If anger is in control, just take a deep breath, wait for a few seconds. If you are in control, well and good, you are aware of your anger, speak effectively. If you often struggle with anger, if you regret your words later, then don't suppress anger. Don't explode in anger. Learn to express it consciously. Because you don't have to bite anyone, but you must know when to raise your hood. If this episode resonates with you, share it with someone who you truly care. This is your host Ravindra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins within.